Listen, like I said, Octavian, yeah, you're right, there's two sides to every story. But there's no side, yeah, to your story that's gonna justify laying your hands on your partner. Male to female, female to male. I don't give a
Early in the morning, early in the morning, in the morning, in the morning.
What's going on, people? It's your boy Cam, Topical Juice, and I'm back with once again another disturbing video. What are we doing? What are we doing to the women in this world? What are we actually on as men? Listen, we know we're gonna get into this. If you can't tell by the title, UK artist Octavian has been, well, he's been accused of physically, emotionally, whatever, but mainly physically abusing his girlfriend Hannah of 4 years. Now, you know what? Yeah, I'm actually gonna get straight into this because I've got my opinion is very black and white on this. You understand? I'm gonna talk about the timeline of events from my understanding. Like I say, I don't know these people. Disclaimer: I don't know these people. I don't know what's right and what's wrong. I don't know what's the truth and what's false. Okay, I ain't trying to hear any of that. I'm not trying to hear listen, you've got your opinion, I've got mine in it, and I'm gonna tell you mine straight. You feel me? So without further ado, please hit the bell to be notified. Please subscribe and support the channel. Let's grow. Let's end this year on a high. Like the video, support the channel, all of that. And let's get straight into this. So over the last 24 hours, yeah, it's been confirmed that UK artist Octavian has been physically abusive before in the past with his girlfriend, right? But having done a bit more like research, having looking about what's going on Twitter, seeing what people are talking about, people have actually come up and constructed a timeline of events. So it actually goes back further than last night. So I'm going to take it back further and give you a little bit more of the story. But just to give you a summary, Octavian and this girl called Hannah were in a relationship for 4 years. Now, she alleges back in September now, right, that I actually remember this coming out back then. She made a story on Instagram saying it's crazy how people think just because they're rich and famous they are invincible and can get away with abusing and violating women. I will not be silenced by anybody. Same day she put a caption on Instagram: I'm free, I can dress how I want, be how I want, be free be friends with who I want, go where I want, and most importantly, be damn happy. Never let a man dim you on like he's insecure. Let his demons F him in the A. Some people are heaters and some people are drains. Protect your shine, like, for real. Sorry, not September, May. This is May times. This is back in May, not September. She's like, it's so annoying that I can't even use words like, you know that it's a hell of a drug. Domestic abuse is hell of a sin, and narcissism is a hell of an excuse. Never will I let a man abuse me again. I'm not scared anymore. Blah blah blah. So this is back in May. She took to the gram to allude to the fact that Octavian has been physically abusing her, right? So before I give my perspective on all of this and my opinion and all of that, I'm just going to quickly go through the timeline of events. So what happened next year? Over the coming days, Hannah was releasing some stories, basically telling a little bit about her story, about how my voice is not going to be silenced. Blah 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 XYZ. So that same day that she was alluding to the fact that he was abusing her back in May, this is a story that he put on his Instagram. The good will always win. Love will win. Evil will die. Bit odd there, mate. You know what I'm saying? Bit odd there. You know what I'm saying? If you're not got nothing else to back up yourself. Is that what you got? Love will win and evil will behave yourself, man. Anyway, so again, later in May, she also said this: if you think that was me telling my story, I'm just overwhelmed and processing everything. I'm gonna tell the full story with photos, videos, and everything else when I'm ready. Cause this guy thinks he's a god and constantly reminded me because he's rich and famous he can't be touched and that I'll lose. This is what this man's saying. Boy. Anyway, so fast forward to 4 days ago, right? 4 days ago, yeah. Octavian finally admitted to physically abusing his ex-girlfriend. This is very key, yeah. Don't forget this, yeah. I'm not gonna read the whole statement, right? But he goes along the lines of, I have been blessed by God with music and all. I want to thank you all for supporting me. All my life I've had traumatic experiences, my chaotic childhood, domestic violence, homelessness, addictions. For the past 4 years was in a very toxic, very abusive relationship, XYZ. I did some bad things out of anger and frustration. I participated very provoked in abuse. As a man, this is completely wrong. I hate myself for what I've done. Although this happened some time ago, when I broke up with her, she chooses to threaten me with exposing my personal life to the public right now. It's time for me to apologise publicly to the person I hurt all it. Whatever, I end up reading most of it anyway, but you get what I'm trying to say here. He's coming out with this statement, right? But obviously in this same statement, yeah, he ends with, I don't expect everyone to forgive me, but remember there's two sides to every story. Ever since repeatedly trying to break up with her, she's been blackmailing me for many years with ruining my life, trying to ruin my career. I will not be controlled by her anymore. Videos and listen to this here. Videos and pictures that she recorded of us whilst in a relationship about 6 months to a year ago follow from her side. Shitstorm coming, right? So he's almost. So the proof. You know what? Yeah, the proof is right there. You've abused this girl, innit? Like I ain't really trying to hear nothing else. Like you've admitted it basically, and then what happened over the last 12 hours has confirmed it, big man. His ex-girlfriend responds to this basically and says, just to get a few things straight, he was not homeless as a child. He got kicked out occasionally for selling drugs and being a bad kid. Nor did he grow up around domestic violence at all. He has just become aware that I am filing a legal case against him for abusing me, and people are refusing to work with him as disturbing video evidence surfaced of him attacking me. What does he do next? The same guy who admitted, yeah, to being abusive, he says that she's trying to be manipulative. Saying that, oh yeah, you have all, like us as fans and whatever, you've all been manipulated by the best manipulator in the world because this is all for clout, all this stuff, this, that and the other. And that's an argument, yeah, that so many people in the music industry, they always say that. They always say that about girls they abuse or whatever. They say, oh, they're just doing it for clout. They're just doing it for a clout. Oh yeah. I was texting a 15-year-old girl when I'm 25 years old. Oh yeah, when I'm exposed, oh yeah, she did it for clout. It's funny actually, because I don't even listen to Octavian. So I can do this video subjectively or objectively, whatever the word is. I can actually I can remove my bias because I have no bias. So Octavian, I know you're popular, but I care. You know what I'm saying? I don't even listen to you. I'm just gonna tell it straight. We're very blessed to have dumped her like I have done 100 times. No turning back now. After 4 years, I'm finally a free man. So it's literally 6:45 in the morning, guys. I'm trying to get this content out there, trying to give you the whole story. So you feel me? Smash that like, you feel me? But anyway, so next part of the story, his management leaves him. Okay, this is key as well. His management leaves him. Why would they do that? Right? But not before he backtracks on saying that he didn't abuse her. This is just before his management leaves him, yeah? He says, he posts up another post. Can't wait till God tells you guys the full story. I will never snitch to the public about personal information or on anyone else. Just know I have never been an abuser. Whoever assumed I was, don't try spud me when the truth comes out. Don't try spud me. You're lucky someone might not bang you, bro. Because fast forward to now, fast forward to what happened in the last 24 hours, yeah? Or what's come to light in the last 24 hours. Even if it happened 6 months ago, even if it happened 12 months ago, I don't care, innit? Like me personally, I don't care. Now, I'm not gonna play the video on the screen, but I'm just gonna play the video. I'm gonna watch the video now, just so you can hear what I hear. Does that sound like someone that's doing something for clout? Do people get beaten up and have bruises and I've got videos of their exes abusing them? They do that for clout. You can't hear it in that video really too tough because I think it cuts it out. But at the start of that video, he categorically says, wait, you know what? He says something. He says, I'm gonna effing beat the S out of you. I think that's what man says, isn't it? He definitely says the F word. No, he says, I'm effing gonna beat the S out of you. Like you hear him say it on the camera, like. I don't know if you can hear that, but you know what I'm trying to say. So that's like a timeline of events. If you didn't know, like a lot of people don't know who Octavian is. I barely even know who he is because I even listened to him. So hear what I'm saying now. She ain't doing nothing for clout, and I've said in previous videos here that it's very important that we start taking the side of women when they tell you, yeah, what's going on. When they tell you what's happening, like there's always a big part of us that's always like, is she lying? Is she doing it for clout? This girl has video and picture evidence of what has happened. Look at your screens right now. The pictures are here. What is that? I'm sick to death of people claiming that girls do this for clout and this, that and the other. Don't get it twisted. There's some evil girls out there. The same way there's some evil flipping kids out there. The same way there's some evil men out there. There are evil women out there who do claim that someone's abusing them when they're not, claim that this race of man did this when they didn't, whatever. There's women that do that, right? But there's also, and more importantly, a billion times more women that don't. Okay, so we need to start listening to them, especially when they're talking about abuse from back in May, yeah? And then when they start showing video and picture evidence back in November, now, yeah? Listen, like I said, Octavian, yeah? You're right, there's two sides to every story, but there's no side, yeah, to your story that's gonna justify laying your hands on your partner. Male to female, female to male. I don't give a no justification whatsoever. What relationship are you in? Yeah, I don't care. Most of us have had traumatic childhoods in our own way. You know what I'm trying to say? There's a lot of things that I picked up. You think I'm emulating that? You think I'm replicating that? Are you flipping skunked? Are you dizzy? You're foolish. Yeah. Now there's a reason why your management left you. Because they don't want to be associated with someone that beats women. I empathize with if your childhood was long or this, that and the other. I mean, she claims it weren't. But if your childhood was long, I feel you. You know what I'm saying? No one deserves to go through trauma, deserves to go through pain. But the thing is, it makes us or it breaks us. And seeing how you've got this narcissism and God complex, I feel like it's breaking you, despite your talents. So listen, if you ever see this, boy, you have to be open to scrutiny, because listen, this is what you get yourself in for when you open a can of beans like this, or whatever the thing is. Open a can of worms like this. You understand? Boy, I got no respect for people like you. A big man thing, like, but whatever. I wish you get the help that you need, get the help that you seek, because you do need help. You do. So guys, she also released a very, very lengthy statement about the whole thing. Now obviously I'm not going to get into all of that. It details their relationship, it details what went down. That's her side of events, alright? I ain't really trying to get involved in the whole thing. Like, bro, like, I don't know the ins and outs of no relationship, and I don't pretend to. Yeah, I might be on this YouTube thing commenting on what other man and what other gal are doing in this world, but ultimately I don't really care about the ins and outs. You know what I'm saying? I just see what I see, and I say what I say, and I say it with chest. It's that simple. Let's actually analyze what he said. He was saying he originally admitted to abusing her. He apologized for it, and the way he justified it was his childhood. Okay, that old chestnut, right? He then backtracks and says, oh yeah, I'm finally free from her. She's trying to blackmail me by releasing information from 6 months to a year ago. What difference does it make when it was? Yeah, doesn't matter. You're literally anticipating the fact that because you know she's got this evidence, you're eagerly anticipating when she's going to drop it, and you're trying to damage control and say that she's blackmailing you and she's doing this for clout. Bro, the fact that a lot of people actually don't know you, yeah, you're not that big of an artist, yeah, ain't no one doing nothing for clout. Yeah, she might have been doing a lot of things for clout. She might have been going out with you for clout. She might have been doing a hell of a lot of things with you for clout. But getting beaten up, yeah, and getting bruised ain't for clout. Now, if it comes out, yeah, that she abused herself and she was punching herself up and she videoed herself getting locked in a thing, and whatever, I will come on here and hold my hands up and say, big man, I apologize. I was so wrong. I was way too hasty. You know what? My bad. Lesson learned for me. But something in my guts is telling me that ain't gonna happen, you know. So you need to pattern up and literally get the help that you need. All this abuse and this to women and that to women and that to children and that to children. What's wrong with the people in this goddamn world? Like, wrong-uns, man. But anyway, that's all I've got to say. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. Hit me up on the comments. Hit me up on the Instagram, CamXGeorge, and yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Is this guy guilty? Is he not? Is she doing it for clout? Who knows? Peace.